The annual Anazira karaoke competition was held last week. Take a seat on the bar stool if you want to chat with Kevin. Wait until you have his attention.
Rita's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
You've seen her once and she's got to you already.
I gotta meet her.
Join the queue.
No, seriously.
Yeah, seriously. Here's what you're in the market for, and she'll not be coming cheap. Take this flyer. He'll tell you all about her.
Tell me about her.
You can't win a girl over like that without knowing a bit about her. Every guy here, except for you and one other, has the home field advantage.
That doesn't help.
So, I'm going to do you a favour. Aside from being her boss, I manage Rita's public relations. It's a full-time job looking out for her. I make sure she doesn't get hurt. You understand that last part?
Yeah, sure. But how can you help me?
Rita's a wonderful woman, but she's closed, guarded. You'll need all your charm to bring her round, and that's just to get her attention.
So what do I do?
Try giving her something.
Like a wedding ring?
I think you're getting a little ahead of yourself.
Oh, an engagement ring then.
Simpler still. Just read the flyer.
It's not that kind. You read over the flyer that Kevin gave you. You see a squeeze mustard bottle filled with real squeezed mustard. A drink menu in a saloon? Unheard of. Bill, the piano man, entertains the saloon patrons with a virtual non-stop repertoire. Liquor lovers lounge lazily, listening to loosened lips. You'll need to stand. You select. Tequila with agave worm.
Ew, I couldn't drink something with a worm in it.
What's the matter? Afraid a little worm might hurt you?
No, it's just disgusting, that's all.
Al's afraid. Al's chicken.
Fine, I'll have one.
Short round from out of town. Writhing around in a pool of tequila is the happiest worm in Anazira. As you look at the cigarette butts, a slogan springs to mind. Butt out, please.
How old is the piano?
Brand new. Why?
I think it needs tuning. One of the keys plays the wrong note.
So?
Strange for a new piano, don't you think?
Not when it's using the wrong key.
What do you mean?
Can't talk. This song's tricky. Sorry, but I've hit over a dozen wrong notes today already. At this rate, I'll have to start singing for my supper.
It's a Wombat Chow food dispenser. This is Coco's General Store, the best and only store in town.
Hello?
Nearly.
What?
You nearly had it. The name's Al. Alamo.
Whatever. Hello?
Coco, the owner of the general store, is a man who seems in touch with the world, his very own world. While general stores are normally useful places, here there's a general lack of things to buy. Successful business strategies. Those jars are among the most useful items in the shop, though that's not saying much. Coco's cask contains his current concoction. Tubes feed into Coco's brewery. The switchboard operates the controls for Coco's brewery. Coco's limited supplies include a single copy of the popular Costmo magazine, the ultimate guide to feminine fashion, or a complete gimmick. Readers never seem to know the difference. It's either the back of a map or a blank piece of paper. The skull caters for Coco's occult-oriented customers. This is a full-body suit designed specifically to protect its wearer against the harmful effects of dangerous chemical compounds, such as a soft drink.
I noticed the animal you have caged behind the saloon.
Yeah, that cutesome creature is known as Wombat.
Weird.
It came from desert land far to the south, expanse where civilization concludes and to which the world spares no thought. While in remote continent, I stayed in lodging called Hunter's Hotel.
Sounds like a tourist trap.
It was, yes. There I met wildlife nurturer. Loved to play with animals, crocodiles most of all. One day he gets vibes to find more dangerous animals to play with. Many days I waited, but he did not return. So I brought his pet wombat home to care for.
Wonder what happened to its owner.
They say he was eaten by thing that fascinated him most.
Interesting.
If you say so.
Your wombat's kept in a pretty strong enclosure.
It needs to be strong. Little critter digs like you wouldn't believe. Dig, 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 dig. You would think that was all his species did. Once he even dug himself right out of cage. Since then, I have taken special precautions.
Such as?
Electrified wombat. Device set to power up when aminal digs. Unfortunately, Wombat's limbs charged up also, made him dig even faster, so a concreted base of enclosure. He not figure out how to dig through concrete, no siree.
If the wombat escaped before, how did you get him back?
Came back himself, just like Boomerang. Wombat knows who its mother is.
But you're not his mother.
Close enough. I keep him safe in confined space. I feed him, tell him to shut up when noisy.
Yeah, that sounds like my mother.
Yeah, mine too.
What's with all the equipment?
I'm finishing off latest batch.
Making something to sell?
No, brewing something to hurl.
You haven't many items on sale here. Are you running low on stock?
No, that's part of a great plan. Work of genius.
Oh, how so?
In keeping stocks low, startup costs of store more affordable.
You mean it's always like this?
Yes, since I have always jack to sell, I don't pay for things that others want to buy. Brilliant, yes?
So brilliant that only another genius could appreciate it.
I thought so too.
I take it that you're schooled in chemistry.
Why do you say that?
All this equipment, plus that door to the next room. You're either a pharmacist or you're developing a weapon.
I experiment with random substances until I come up with effective treatments. Takes time to figure out what treatments are for. Also, I make stuff up, impresses customers. You impressed?
I was. Coco, why do you speak so cosmically?
Why do I speak as if mind is not anchored to world?
That's more or less what I was getting at.
Helps attract customers. They excuse sound marketing strategy they don't understand and return to experience wonder that is Coco's store.
Only to realize that you still don't have anything to sell.
Thus, brilliance of plan continues to unfold.
What do you hope to do if and when your store becomes successful?
Open up whole chain of Coco's stores.
Let me guess, all with limited to non-existent stock?
Ooh, you've caught on to master plan. Do not tell anyone.
Believe me, the secret to your success is safe.
I can give you something for when you have much to say. I call it the gobsmacker.
What does that do?
Come closer.
Oh, I get it. Never mind.
You don't feel like sampling Coco's gobsmackers.
Great issue. Makeup featurette, very informative. $3.
Hey, this map is blank. There's nothing on it.
New concept in cartography called Do It Yourself. Comes with a free pencil.
Thanks.
$1.
I'll take an empty flask, please.
$1.
This is an environmentally friendly adventure. No littering. You don't want to spill the contents of Coco's cask all over the floor. As the cask cannot... You don't know what it means, but you're sure it doesn't mean welcome. While general stores are normally useful places, here there's a general lack of things to buy.